Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the exciting finale, the conclusion of our $1,000 Coat2.org 1v1 holiday tournament. This is sponsored by Dr. Vox Rechtsanwälte. We thank him dearly, and we are super excited. We're pumped up. We're ready to bring you the best of 5 finals between Jesulin and Luvnest. Ciez, how are you and your cat doing? I see him in the background. Are you still muted? Unmute, Matt. Unmute, buddy.
Whoops. I was. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just hoping that Skype keeps working. It keeps popping up some red flags.
Yeah, Skype is torturing us today. You are
It's over out of the
freezing.
corner of my eye, so I'm just kind of crossing my fingers and praying to work.
Even now, it's cutting in and out, so I think we're going to have to kill your video very soon. These are our competitors. It's Jesulin and Luvnest. Let's take you quickly over to the player cards. I hope we can get Ciez back when we go in game. All right, here is Jesulin's player card. You're sort of here, but it's cutting in and out. So I'll just introduce the guys. We'll get in game. You can kill your video, and we'll see if we can get this thing started. Okay, so Jesulin is our #1 seed. Look at this dude. He's got all the hardware. He's second as USF, third as OKW, first as Soviets, second as Wehrmacht. Look at this. It's just ridiculous. How can one player dominate the ladders in such a way? He is our favorite. He's our #1 seed. And you know what? The pressure to perform and produce is on his back. So maybe his opponent, our German player, Luvnest, will surprise everyone. Because this guy has got no pressure on him. He can just play free. Nobody expects him to win. He can just do whatever he likes. You know? If he loses, it's no big deal. But if he wins, man, he's going to be the king of the world. This is Luvnest. He's like out of the weighted ladder averages, I think he was third out of all the players that we had in our spreadsheet. Look at him. He's third as USF on the ladders, fourth as OKW, third as Soviets, 14th as Oster. He's a beloved streamer and lover himself of carrots. That's how he keeps the eyesight sharp, which is supposedly a myth. And that's how he stays healthy and keeps that micro up. So, Ciez, if you could go ahead and cancel the video you're sending me, and we can just hop in game and initiate the Grand Five. The Grand Finals, Grand Best of 5 Finals, the Grand Finals. Rah! I have a theory about why casters swap words that I might get into later, but let's just go on in game and see what happens. All right, we're in game now. Ciez, are you still there?
I'm here. Mine's my match is about to begin. Do you want me to go ahead and pause it?
No pause. Actually, you can't do anything. I'm in control. If I pause it, it'll pause for you. So I am the ringleader here for this event, and we timed that immaculately because the 8-minute delay has just passed, and these guys are starting right now. So here we go. It's time to introduce our competitors in this best of 5 finals. Thank you once again, Dr. Vox. I can't say enough how much we appreciate that you have given us this opportunity to hold this wonderful tournament. We've seen amazing games so far, and we hope we're about to see some right now. Okay, fighting out of the eastern corner of Kolodny Ferma Summer, it's our #1 seed and our favorite, Goliath, if you will. But we know how that story ends, huh? Representing Spain in the blue trunks, Jesulin! Ciez?
I'm here, but it's I don't know. Skype keeps messing up on it.
All right. Fan noises. Okay, and representing Germany and playing as the Germans, it's our challenger, David, we're calling him, the perhaps Cinderella story of this tournament. He does not have any big tournament belt in Company of Heroes 2 yet. Yes, he's performed fantastically in some small ESL events, but he hasn't won any big money prizes yet. Could this be his moment? It's Luvnest! Okay, shots are fired on Kolodny. We saw Jesulin just play amazingly on Kolodny yesterday against Cruzy. So I think he loves this map. I think he's super comfortable here. This is the matchup that we expect to see the most of. It's the OKW versus the Soviets, and I think it's only appropriate that our German player, Luvnest, who's from the south of Germany, the Sudetenland, I think, he has a Schwäbisch accent, they say. It's only appropriate that Luvnest is playing the Germans in the initial game of this contest. Ciaz, talk to me, my friend. Are you there?
I'm here audio-wise, but the observer party thing, like, I don't know, it just keeps not wanting to start. It will go to about to start game 0000, and then it just doesn't actually start the game for me for whatever stupid reason. Which it always works when I solo observe games.
All right, well, leave it immediately and just solo observe then, and then we'll sync up on our own. Yeah,
but the solo observe is like 8 minutes behind or something.
It doesn't matter. You can fast forward it. Try it. Just try it. We're early enough that you can catch up to me.
Yeah, I tried it in the other game that happened, and it wouldn't work.
All right. Well, sometimes casters have to cast from the actual stream. You might just have to do that. You might just have to watch the stream and cast from that. And I'll cover the play-by-play, and you can provide your analysis. We don't have a single commander choice yet, so there's nothing to talk about in that regard. We have a Kubelwagen and 3 Volksgrenadiers from Luvnest, and we just have 3 conscripts from Jesulin. Jesulin has garrisoned this very far forward house on the western portion of the map, and Luvnest does not want him to get his hands on this connecting strategy point. Jesulin has, though, moved a conscript squad to the north to cut Luvnest off from this very important fuel, this very important ammo. So it will be Luvnest's duty to get over here and reconnect by capping this point. And show you quickly the tactical map and how Luvnest is moving his forces up to the north. He wants this bad boy so that he can connect his fuel and his ammo. Jesulin's sitting in this house. Maybe when Luvnest tries to start capping, he'll get out and fight him. This is a very understrength conscript squad. Down to 2 men. They've already got a Pip Vet. Jesulin doesn't want to lose them. He retreats them safely. And we have an M3 build from Jesulin.
Yeah, this is a pretty typical. I think Jesulin's been using it in this tournament before. The 3-con M3, the timing lines up very nicely with when you're able to get your flamer upgrade, and the M3 is able to do a lot of damage to the OKW without them having access to Panzerfaust.
Well, we do have the flamers upgraded. This is what we like to call the pop car, because OMG Pop popularized this strategy of putting flamers in this M3 and just running like a madman, torching everybody on the map that you can. You have a nice window before the OKW is able to get any anti-tank out where you can just run willy-nilly, only suffer small arms fire, and just burn as many dudes as possible. You can even maybe sometimes go all gung-ho crazy and chase them into their base. Let's see how Jesulin uses it. I don't expect any sort of crazy move like that from him, but he will get behind these Sturmpioniere and kill 1 model of the squad. The rest of the 3 dudes are trying to retreat. Now this Kubelwagen can do some damage to the M3, and it is doing that now. The M3 really doesn't take too much damage. He'll be able to back out of that, and of course the beauty of this strat is that when he's down low, the combat engineers can hop out and repair the thing. Now, Luvnest is garrisoning this house, and that's exactly what you don't want to do when there are flames nearby. And already, the squad inside the M3 has double vet. They've killed 3 guys. And, the M3 is still healthy enough that he doesn't even feel like he needs to get out and repair yet. Now, Jesulin owns that house, and only finally, just now, is Luvnest trying to recap and reconnect. I'm surprised, this is interesting. We talk about decision making. Clearly, owning this house is more important than decapping this point, because Jesulin had the opportunity to do one or the other, and he selected getting in the house. We know that OKW has difficulties removing units from houses, particularly in the early game, as they don't have access to flamers, and they can't really afford nades. So what do you do as OKW against a player that garrisons lots of houses?
If you go the med chuck, you can kind of get an IG like Pop did. It can somewhat pay off, but it's really expensive and risky. A lot of times you just have to ignore the house until you can get your Sturm Pioneers up close. They can actually do a lot of damage units in houses. But with the flamer car right there, yeah, like the house plus the flamer car, I don't see any way that Luvnest could currently dislodge it unless he gets like a 251 flak out.
I really enjoyed watching Cruz drive his SWS truck around and try to basically take down as many forward houses as he could in a preventative nature. It's not that there was any fight there yet or any unit garrison, but he just wanted to remove it for the future where because he knew OMG Pop would try to get in there. So that was interesting strategy. I think maybe we'll see a lot more OKV players doing that. I mean, I bet Luvnest is kind of wishing he did it to this house over here and perhaps to this one right in front of his base. We've seen a lot of conscripts hop into this thing. You know, those are houses that he could have removed with some proper, you know, like truck pushing into the walls. He could have lowered the health of those things. But, you know, Jesulin's really comfortable. He's got great map control. He's still got Luvnest cut off of the fuel at the north, and now he's being so bold as to decap that fuel.
And I guess Luvnest does have a Shrek squad in that house, so maybe he kept it alive because he figured he wanted to put a Shrek or a Ketten in there, but you're right, that the house right by his base up until now has been a pretty big nightmare for him to try to keep control of.
We have guards now garrisoning, and these Shrek'd up Volksgrenadiers are fighting them. The SDKFZ 251 is out, but he can't really find a good position to get set up. He's moving around a lot, but we know, you know, he needs to park and set up before he's going to start firing. Finally, he's decided where he wants to be, but that indecision has allowed these guards to just sit here. They're perfectly happy, and they're winning this fight against these Shrek'd up Volksgrenadiers, and those Volksgrenadiers are going to have to retreat.
Yeah, and it's going to be even hard for that 251 flak to get the guards out of there because of their PTRS. Will be able to do a lot of damage to that 251.
Oh my god, Jesulin did so much damage in the center with his flamer car. He might annihilate an MG34 team. He does. And now he's working on these grenadiers in this house, and man, I swear, Luvnest is kicking himself for not doing as we saw Cruz do. And, you know, Luvnest was probably watching those games, so it's not like he wasn't aware of the possibility of doing that. I mean, he tried to bring out his next truck and do some damage, but Jesulin jumped on it and actually did so much damage to it that it had to retreat. And now, wow, I think I didn't see the 18 nades, but clearly you can see them on cooldown here. Whoa! 9-minute GG from Luvnest. Game 1, Jesulin, the champ, looking strong, closing out in under 10 minutes. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. All right, I'm going to run my Christmas holiday card. Ciez, if you could stay quiet for 15 seconds, we can roll the Allies win. All right, you saw it. 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Game 1 in the bag. That's like in a fight or round 1 knockout. He put Luvnest on the canvas. Luvnest is down, but is he out? We'll see. He's going to need to eat some carrots, regroup. I mean, I think he prefers playing Germany. So let's see what he can do when we return and he takes the Allied faction, either USF or Soviets, into Kolodny Firma against Jesulin's Axis side in Game 2. We'll be right back with that after the break.